connecting Indigenous musicians and artists to the world. Welcome to Indigenous Superstars with your host, Rhonda Head.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the show this evening. I'm coming to you live from Bigedi, Manitoba, the heart of Opaskwayak Cree Nation. And tonight we have a milestone on Indigenous Superstar. I'm going to be interviewing my 50th guest. So I'm really, really excited about that. And my guest I have she's a real beautiful folk singer, and I can't wait to interview her and for us to tell her her journey in her music career. I just want to acknowledge Greg Personius, who organized a really fantastic Christmas concert for Opaskwayak Cree Nation this evening, and it's still going on. Maybe you might want to switch it up tonight, and I don't know if you might want to go check out the OCN Christmas concert. And thanks for the congratulations for my 50th interview from a comment there. So yeah, Greg Personius organized a really fantastic Christmas concert this evening, and I was second on the lineup, so I got to sing my 3 songs and then get ready for my show, and it was a fantastic, great idea. And he contacted local and surrounding community musicians to be part of the concert, and there's so much talent in this area. It's like a talent pool, and it was really exciting to be part of that event tonight. So congratulations to Greg Personius for putting on a great show this evening. And we have, like I said, I'm celebrating our 50th guest tonight, and it's so exciting. My first guest when I started Indigenous Superstars was the beautiful Desiree Dorian, and I'm going to bring her back on the show again. When I first started the show, I was using a different program, and this program is it allows me to download and I could stream live on YouTube and Twitter and all Facebook. I have a group page and a artist page and my fan page. So it all streams onto my Facebook, and then from my YouTube I share the show on social distance powwow. So they were gracious enough to allow me to be part of their show and to support the Indigenous artists and throughout the world, because I've been interviewing people from Australia, from Japan, Indigenous people, and Mexico, United States, and of course Canada and Manitoba, where I come from. So it's been a really incredible journey. I got to hear some really incredible stories and hearing just some of the artists that have been on, like they've shared stuff with me that they never shared with any other in any other interviews, but they shared it with me, and it's a real, I feel really blessed that I get to share. They share their stories with me, and then I get to share it with you. So thank you for being part of my journey, and I'm looking forward to the next 50 artists that I interview. So without further ado, I'm going to read my guest bio tonight. I'm just gonna. Great work, Rhonda. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you're tuning in. I'm so happy. So my guest tonight is my beautiful friend Isla Barker, and I'm just gonna read her bio. With soul and voice as smooth as warm honey, singer-songwriter Isla Barker captures audiences with her sweet melodies and dynamic presence. Isla is of mixed Anishinaabe and settler heritage, with roots running deep in the Manitoban prairies, seasoning her craft with rich history and powerful textures. Coming from a long line of storytellers, she fuses authentic and timeless notes, creating moments of serenity and blissful escape. Isla has brought her craft to an array of national festivals and stages, including the Regina Folk Festival, the Winnipeg Folk Festival, and the Sakihiwe Festival. In the summer of 2019, Isla opened up to a sold out show for Jeremy Dutcher at the Indian River Festival in Prince Edward Island. In February of 2020, Isla released the Let Go single, an atmospheric and stripped down collaboration with UK based artist Milan Andre that was recorded off the floor in one take in the northern Cree nation of Nemaska, Quebec. Please welcome my beautiful friend Isla Barker.
Honey.
Hey Isla,
Hello.
how's it going?
Oh, just good. How are you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm busy.
No kidding. Like,
I've been
all these
busy since
days?
COVID started. I always say COVID's got me busy, especially with my online show Indigenous Superstar. But it's a good busy. It's lots of fun to reconnect with my peers and with the music family. So it's great. And yourself?
I'm good. Yeah, same. Been busy, and it's been just a real pivot, you know? Everything's changed, obviously, and I've been really fortunate to have been keeping busy, and it's just different. It's a different kind of busy these days, you know? Different opportunities and things like
That's
that.
for sure. It is a different kind of busy. Like if the pandemic didn't happen for me, the show wouldn't have happened. I would have still been traveling the world and performing and yeah, so and but it happened and I'm glad I'm not saying I'm glad it happened, but we have to move forward and this is a reality now for all of us musicians. We all got our gigs canceled, right?
Yeah.
Traveling just stopped for us.
Yeah, I remember one by one, like deleting the events out of my calendar. You know, like, oh, I guess this isn't happening. Oh, I guess this. But same as you, like, I'm finding those silver linings that there has been those opportunities that have happened that never would have. I mean, things like your show and other online gigs. You know, like I did the RBCX music project recently, and that was like a COVID response, right?
Okay. One of the viewers said that they can't hear you.
They can't hear me, eh? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Interesting. Um. Hmm. They can't hear me. Is it, can they hear me at all? And is it just quiet? Because I can turn myself up. Can you ask them?
They said they can't hear you and there's a slight feedback. Maybe it's the reverb.
Hmm. Okay, maybe we should just try just going straight out of my laptop mic.
Okay.
Let's try that. Let's see what happens.
They said there's a slight feedback and it's a little bit difficult to understand what you're saying.
Okay, well, let's try. I'll switch this to. Okay, let's try this.
Okay, I can hear you way better than before.
Okay, yeah, we'll just use the microphone right on the laptop and maybe it'll sound better.
Okay, yeah, your sound just
Okay.
increased lots and I can hear you now.
It won't be as crispy, you guys, but now you can hear me. Yeah.
Oh, everyone's saying it's better, so
Okay, I'm just, yeah, I have like this whole,
here.
yeah. I have this whole setup here. I've got like my mic, my interface, and we like mixed it and everything, but I guess just straight MacBook audio is the way to go today.
Everyone's commenting, hey, it works.
Oh my god. Okay, to recap, hi, hello, nice to see you all. I've been busy, COVID, oh my god, thanks for having me. It's pretty much all I said.
That was all in a nutshell. Yeah, that was good catch up.
Yeah, thanks for having me. It's
Great to
funny.
have you on the show. It's awesome. And uh, Bernadette Bernadette Sumner said she's tuning in from Calgary, and someone must have watched the concert tonight. She said you were amazing today on the concert. So that was pretty
Nice.
cool. Thank you very much. But the show is about Isla tonight, so I want to focus on Isla.
There's room for both.
Yes, there you are. You're right. So I want to ask you a question.
I'm ready.
Like, how did you get? What was your inspiration to start into music?
When I was a kid, I was always, singing little songs and I enjoyed music. It wasn't one of those like, oh, when I grow up, I'm going to be, a pop star. It was never that, but I know I always had an ear for music. And it was really, a few things. One of my aunties put me in rocker girl camp in Edmonton when I was 11 or something like that, and that kind of got my feet in the water. And then the moment though that I just got completely hooked, I would have been around 13, and I heard a song on the radio, and it did something to me. Like, I had this obsession with it instantaneously, and like, oh my god, I don't know why, but I need to play this song. And I really didn't play guitar yet. I had one, but I was just kind of fiddling around, and it was a spark that went off though, and I felt instantly hooked with music, and I had to get into it. And I've been in it since that moment.
Incredible. That's so awesome how music moves people, right?
Exactly.
It moves you to like a call to action, right?
And yeah, and that's just it is. And I realize more and more now that I think it's not as random as it felt, and that it really was a path that's been paved for me, that, creators put me on this path for one reason or another. There's, I guess like a gift that I need to pursue for some reason that's, I think, larger than my own purpose. And I'm just trying to figure out which way to go, from here, and do my best, and, do the best I can. Yeah.
That's awesome. Well, I think you obviously you're on the right track because you have the music that you released is so beautiful. I love your song, your storytelling, and the way you play your guitar, the passion in your music, and it's so great. And I just want to read some of the comments that Kim is watching from Kansas. Somebody named Leslie Boulanger. Ooh, Isla. Violet says she's watching from Winterpeg, and Christian from Chesapeake Cree Nation. Bernadette said she's excited to hear you. And good evening, ladies. And you can tell you're born for music by the way you're talking about it. Oh, that's a great comment.
Thanks.
That's a great comment. So with that, are you ready to perform your first song?
I am, and I'm actually super nervous. I'm going to play a brand new one that I wrote just 2 weeks ago, not even. So, if I mess up, I guess you won't know, but I'm going to try it out. I wrote this one, really, in mind of a lot of the mental health that people are experiencing right now. I just got back from teaching a songwriting residency in the Cree Nation in Mistissini, Quebec. I got invited by the community to go up, and of course, you did it all COVID safely, isolated, did lots of testing, both there and before I went, and followed all of their protocol, but went and did a residency there, and it was really hard isolating. Of course, each community faces their own, series of barriers and struggles. And then in my own personal life, seeing mental health in my friends' lives and mine. And, I wanted to write a song that reminded the people that I love that even though I might not physically be there, because I'm away or because of COVID, that I'm not far away. I'm there in spirit. So I don't know if I even named this song yet. I think it's called It Gets Easier. So here it is. Rest your mind for a while. I know it's hard to sleep. And close your eyes, lie in the dark. I know it's hard to breathe. And I pray, it gets easier. Spinning out, circling thoughts, weigh you down. Though I'm for you. You're not alone. And I pray, I hope that it gets easier and it gets lighter to carry. Keep on breathing, not the end of your story. Keep on fighting. There's so much more out there, I swear that it gets easier. And hide away in your dreams, leave reality. Oh, when you can, catch your breath, have the break you need. And I pray, I hope that it gets easier and it gets lighter to carry. Keep on breathing, not the end of your story. Keep on fighting. There's so much more out there, I swear that it gets easier. Oh, no, you're at war with your thoughts, and they don't know how strong you are, lying to you as you lie awake at night. You can win this fight. I pray, I hope, oh, I know that it gets easier, that it gets harder to carry. Keep on breathing, not the end of your story. Keep on fighting. There's so much more out there, I swear it gets easier, that it gets easier. English.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I hope you're hearing it okay over there.
Oh, everyone's hearing it. I'll tell you some of the comments that people are saying. Hilda Flat from Barons River said she's watching live from in Barons River, and she said that she's a relative of yours.
She is, yeah.
Yeah, I know Hilda too. She's such a
Aw.
beautiful lady. So hi, Hilda. Thanks for tuning in. And people are saying that she sounds beautiful, 3 hearts, great song, great lyrics. Hi, Isla, missed you. Franklin Moore.
Aw.
Bernadette Sumner said nice heartfelt lyrics. Just clapping away. Someone said they're just clapping away there. They scared their puppies.
Cute.
Beautiful song, sounds wonderful, and great lyrics. Like people are hearing it and they're feeling your music, and that was so beautiful. Thank you for sharing that.
Thank you.
And where that song came from, it's very powerful and really heartfelt. And thank you. So you're gonna be recording that too, I hope.
I just started mixing this first demo of it. I'm doing kind of like almost like a more electronic version of it too, and I mean I'll always be me and my guitar, but I've been experimenting a lot more lately too about like making beats and adding that into my music. So I'm working on a first version of it for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah, thanks for all the love.
Great song. And someone said sounded clear, great lyrics. So right on. So thank you for sharing that. It was a great song.
Thank you.
Violet said, awesome voice. So you're just getting all the love tonight from all the viewers, which is awesome. And I just wanted to mention that when I announced that you were going to be on the show, like there were a lot of people were liking and sharing it. So that
Thanks.
was that was great. Like you have a lot of fans out there, and
Aw.
I'm glad they're tuning in tonight.
Yeah, thank you so much, everyone. And I'm feeling the love from Barron's tonight too. That's my home community. That's my family. So it's I'm seeing lots of those the Boulangers and the Okamas and the the Flets. So thanks so much.
That's so cool. So awesome. So I wanted to ask you about that program that you do, that the air sessions. Can you tell us a bit about that?
Absolutely, and I have some good news about that, so I'm glad that you're asking about this. So, Air Sessions is a workshop program that I created. We've done 2 years of it already, and it started in person as I think we did it about twice a month usually. I'd bring in a guest or two, someone like yourself, for example, or another artist like you, and people would come to the Indigenous Family Center and we'd eat a meal and we'd hang out and play instruments and really just whatever the participants wanted to do, we would do. And essentially, the idea was creating long term programming where relationships could be built because there's lots of one off programs where you go for a day or maybe it's a weekend thing, but I really appreciate long term music programming. And so we've done that for quite a while now. COVID had us move online, which has been really neat because it's a whole different platform, of course, but it has its, again, those silver linings of like screen sharing actually is super effective for teaching some of the music stuff. And we've been able to open it up nationally. So anyone that wants to join in, they don't just have to be in Winnipeg or can get to the center accessibly. So it's not announced yet, but I'll be announcing it in a couple weeks that I've just got funding to do a third year of it. And it'll all be online, and we'll be releasing those dates in the new year, and they should be starting in February, it looks like. And people can find all that information on my website, and I'll be promoting it around there too, my website, my Facebook, my Instagram, all those things, or they can contact me. But essentially, it's music programming for youth. I prioritize Indigenous youth registration first, and it's for anyone, any skill level who wants to come and hang out with musicians and just talk. And so if you want more specific details, definitely reach out to me, and you can find out more about that through me.
That's so exciting.
Thank
Oh,
you.
that's so awesome, and that's what our youth need. Not a one-time, 1 week workshop. It needs to be ongoing all the time because as musicians, we always have to keep practicing and practicing
Mm-hmm.
and studying all the time. Oh, someone asked, what's the age limit?
I'm not super strict. We say 13 to like 25. I've had some 40 and 50-year-olds in there, and I've had some kids that are younger. So especially now that it's online, first and foremost, I take ages 13 to 25 and those that identify as Indigenous. And after that, I'll take who applies because I don't want to say no to anybody. I think I should end up having maybe between 10 and 15 spots. So and per session, it's each session will have its own registration. So if you're interested, just message me. We'll figure it out.
That's so awesome. That's great. That's such a great, sounds like a great program.
It's just been so much fun. There really is no agenda other than gathering, being together as community. And I find after every single session we've had, I just feel so much joy. It's just a good place to be.
Awesome.
Yeah, so I'm missing it right now. I can't wait for it to start up again.
Christian Monia said, super fun program, highly recommended. Fun connecting with people and the artists. That's awesome. So,
Yeah.
okay, so I wanted to ask you something else. In 2011, you won first place at the NCI Jam. Can you tell us about that?
Oh man, that was so fun. That was my entrance, I think. I love that question. I'll answer that one too in a second. The 2011 NCA Jam, a mentor of mine suggested that I enter it, And it was kind of like, what's going to happen? At that point, I'd just been playing in my bedroom. And occasionally I played on like the street, I busked. And I played an original song. It was me and my ukulele. And oh man, it was so fun. It was just so fun playing with a band too. They give you like a band to play with, and I had no expectation that I would even place, and ended up winning, which was so shocking, and that really like got the the ball rolling for me, entering into the music scene here.
That's awesome.
It was so fun. Good memory.
Yeah. So Kim asked, who mentored you?
So many people, I when people ask that, if I've taken lessons or this and that, and yes, I'm self-taught, but I'm not, because I've had a million mentors. So first I started with Keith McPherson, Keith and Renee, and then did a little bit of mentorship with Vince Fontaine, and I did a lot of programming with Just TV, the Broadway Neighborhood Center, and so Jason Burnstick and Paul and James there, and Murray Pulver, and then I've had other awesome artists like Sierra Noble and Desiree Dorian and Rhonda. You've been an auntie too to us, and Alan Grey Eyes and Amp Camp in general, and it's not really just one mentor. I feel there's been lots of people that are older than me who have mentored me, but then also youth have been mentors to me too and have taught me a ton. So I think that I take lessons from everyone that I, share space with, for sure. And so that's a pretty broad, everybody mentored me. Yeah.
That's a good answer, because I agree with you. Like I with my journey, I learned from everyone, from our peers and the elders, and especially the youth. Like they bring me so many ideas, and I get inspired by them. Like several songs I've written because the youth have inspired me, and it's so wonderful. Like it's a great circle that we belong to as musicians, and we're always open. Like, come and join us.
Yeah,
Be part of our circle.
Yeah, and that's just it. It's become such a family, the music industry in general, but more specifically the Indigenous music community, on Turtle Island, and then even beyond. Like you've said, like you've been able to interview people across the world from the Indigenous communities, and a lot of those people are people that I call friends and family as well. And it's different, right? Like the Indigenous music community globally is just a different group from the music community at large.
So true. So true. So are you ready to sing your second song?
I am, yeah.
Awesome.
So this one is called When I Die, and this is a newer one too, and it's for sure it's about death in a way, but it's not sad. It's the main line, and it really is about finding the medicine in it and understanding the circle of life in that sense, and again being away but not that far. And yeah, I'm gonna pull up the lyrics here, because I'm a little rusty on this one. Let's see. Yeah, so this one's called When I Die. Well, isn't it funny how life goes, waiting on promises, I suppose, flying past as fast as time herself. Isn't it funny, yeah, life's a lap. Truly does keep me on my toes, chasing paths, well, I don't know. Will it lead me, yeah, will it go? Oh, she's good at keeping keep in control. When I die, bury me with nothing. Keep me young and alive. Memories. All I need in the afterlife is my spirit and my light. When I die, bury me with nothing. Well, I lay my prayers down. Thank Creator for keeping me around. To lend my last breath, give my best, find the medicine in death. When I die, bury me with nothing. Keep me young and alive. Memories. All I need in the afterlife is my spirit and my light. When I die, when I die, bury me with nothing. Keep me young and alive. Memories. All I need in the afterlife is my spirit and my light. When I die, when I die, bury me with nothing. I'll lay my prayers down. Thank you.
Wow, that was so beautiful.
Thank you.
Everyone was commenting, and then our sister Tracy Bone, and I want to talk to the audience about our peers, our other sisters that are in the music industry, and how we all support each other, and there's no jealousy going on. This is nothing but support and love. And Tracy Bones is just saying this is gold, and it's just a great circle to belong to, right?
So true.
It's beautiful. It's like one big family, and some of the comments are, what a great song, and I'm crying. It's so beautiful. Wow, I love it. And good evening. Um, Merry Christmas. Glad I got your beautiful gift tonight.
Thank you.
Sounding great, Isla. I remember first meeting you. You were looking for a place to busk on Corridon Avenue, and I called you over and you showed me what you got. From that moment, I knew you were a fine writer and performer. That's
Aw.
awesome. Lola Wanak said prayers down, and Miss Sandy Bay says she loves you. So much love sharing. Thank you for all sharing kind words, and Efren, he always tunes in. He's from New Mexico, and
Oh, wow.
he's a great fan, great viewer. He's supporter of musicians. He's a musician himself, and he's always gaining new. Every time I interview a guest, he's become a fan of them. Thank you
That's
for
awesome.
tuning in, Efren. So, where can we find your music?
Everywhere, and I would love to connect through Facebook and Instagram if people want to ask me more questions, or want to keep in touch that way. So my Facebook fan page or my Instagram is all under my name, Isla Barker Music, and then I'm on Spotify and SoundCloud, YouTube, and Apple Music, all those good places.
Cool. So all the digital platforms. Um, Lynn said, "I've never heard you sing until tonight. Beautiful. You have a new fan." So
Oh, thank you.
I think you got several new fans here this evening. So it's wonderful, wonderful. And
Oh.
thank you all for tuning in this evening. And do you have any final words you want to say?
Just this just came to me. This is so cheesy. We were listening to this podcast the other day, and it was talking about, I don't know who needs to hear this, but everything will be okay. It's a crazy time right now, and I'm feeling called to say those words right now. So, whoever needs to hear that, happy holidays. I know it's a weird year. It's a terrible, tragic year for many as well, and everything's going to be okay.
Thank you for those words. And that's very true. There is a light at the end of the tunnel, and it was a difficult year for sure for everybody. We really are in this together, and stay safe, wear a mask, social distance. It works. It worked in our community. So I believe what our leaders took charge and took care of us when we had an outbreak here in our community. Yeah, so it's very important that we listen to the scientists because they know what they're talking about.
Indeed. Yes. Thank you for saying that. That's
Yeah.
important.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jessica said, amazing set. Thank you both for sharing your time and gifts with us. Someone said, "Are you single?"
Oh my God. No, I'm not. That's hilarious.
Sorry, guys. She's with somebody.
Yeah. Oh, jeez. But you can buy my single, huh?
Good one.
But well, Rhonda, thank you so much for having me. This was some good medicine. You've made me smile. My cheeks are even red. I'm smiling so much.
Every time after I'm done a show, I just get so energized and just feel the love and so happy. And this show it's been a great platform for all the Indigenous artists out there, and to keep that connection going, and to introduce you to the viewers that have been tuning in to the show, and it's so great. So the next week's guest is the amazing Andrea Menard.
Ooh.
So everyone stay safe and stay healthy. I just say.
Tune in again next time when Rhonda interviews another up-and-coming Indigenous superstar. Only on Indigenous Superstars.